All right, so this lab here is our latent fingerprint lab, and what we do in here is we process items that come in from the cases looking for fingerprints, and latent fingerprints just means hidden, essentially. So what we do is we try to visualize them so we can lift them and identify whose fingerprints they are. Those processes involve a lot of different chemical reactions that happen, different material that we use to process those. And some of them, like this one here, they super glue it, and then they can look at it with fluorescence light, and it'll come up and really make those fingerprints visual, easier to see, basically. And it helps the process, so then we can document it a lot clearer than just what it would have been if we didn't process it, because a lot of those you can't even see until you add the chemicals. One of them is like super glue. How that works is super glue, when you heat it up, it'll vaporize, and those vapors will adhere to your fingerprints and kind of create like a plastic almost imprint of it, so you can see the ridges on it and everything else. And then from there they can add those fluorescent dyes to it, or they can dust it with fingerprints, things along those lines. And we have chemicals to process on just about any kind of surface, like paper, plastic, glass, metal. There's a ton of different chemicals out there that we can use to do that. And then this one also you can see when Molly starts dusting it, that you can use fingerprint dust to help enhance those also. You can see those and bring them up when they're there from the super glue. So what Molly's doing now is really, she's processed it with the super glue, and now she's trying to help those fingerprints be even more visual, so we can lift those or take photographs. And fingerprint dusting powder, like you see in all the movies and everything else, that really works, and it does a great job of helping bringing those fingerprints out. So what she's doing here is lifting those fingerprints now that she has dusted them. Now she can visualize, she can see them and record them, is what she's doing. So she'll put that fingerprint tape on there and then lift the fingerprint off of there, and now we have a record of it that we can send for comparison purposes. We can do it this way, or we can take digital photographs of it also, depending on the background and what the processing method was. Sometimes the digital photographs are easier, sometimes this is better depending on the material that it's on.